nursing schools have a passing rate of 0 or 3 or 5%. And then, we're not closing them down because kawawa naman yung mga estudyanteng nandyan. I mean, can we just have a policy and implement it in the same way, diba? If you tell the people na people know that you will no longer be able to drive a car that's X number of years old. And I don't know what that X is because I feel that can be easily computed, whether it's 10, 15, I don't know. Then people are already forewarned, diba? So you know what? Remind me when I'm back in the Senate and I'll help you with this issue because I mean, no one should die unnecessarily because of those reasons. So please remind me. And that's what I tell people. I don't make campaign promises, but I tell people, please remind me if I did say that's interesting, that's something I can look into, only because some ideas are new to me. That is new to me, and I'd be more than happy to work on it with you. And know that a lot of laws are passed by passionate individuals or groups that are bound because of common experiences. So by all means, let the legislators know. And sometimes you just have to find the right legislator. Like this one is personal to me too. I also lost people close to me, so, and I'm a biker, so. But sometimes I hear somebody, I says, you know what, I'll introduce you to another senator kasi hilig niya yan. Not because I just might not do it justice, no? I mean, I will do it as a matter of work. But nice if you align yourself with the legislators who's so passionate about it too.
Hey ma'am, I'm Pucholo Gonzalez from Creative Voices, and I'm your supporter.
Thank you.
Anyway, this is a question tinatanong ko lahat sa mga senator.
Okay.
What's your take with the present senators or the Senate right now?
My current colleagues.
Yeah, kasi parang moro-moro yung nangyayari. Nakikita natin pa. I mean, I don't like what's happening in the Senate right now.
Well, I have a lot to say, no? But number one, we do accomplish work naman. I mean, at least let me speak for myself, no? I mean, I've got texts and calls from friends and titas who say, oh, nakikita namin nag-aaway sila, ikaw nagsusulat. It's true, nerd nga ako I'm not naman detached from what's going on, no? But people do get carried away with emotions sometimes. I have always felt that it is my job as a publicly elected official to uphold the dignity of the office that I occupy. So I really will do my best to always be calm, even though I'm called names, and I've been called names that I did not deserve to be called. And I try my best to reply with dignity. I try my best to stick to the issues. Some of my colleagues don't. Some of them don't because they just probably did not have parents who told them you should not act that way. And some of them, in fairness, got carried away with emotions, no? I mean, they don't intend to, they are nice people. And that's why, maganda yung point that my brother Alan raised, no? He raised the point that precisely why certain issues should not be taken up right before the presidential election. Because, let's face it, people are emotional about it, no? Careers, lives are at stake. So, lumalabas lahat ng baho, nakakaya to be a part of it, no? But that's why, in as much as the public has a right to know, we also should be rising above that and debating issues on the, debating issues that are relevant and not calling people names and so because I'm part of that institution and a lot of my colleagues are embarrassed also that happens. But I do want you to know that work gets done. Most are apologetic for outbursts. In fact, there was one occasion where I think Senator Noynoy clarified the statement that Alan made, my brother Alan, and my brother said, I just want to clarify and I apologize if it was misinterpreted. And I feel that's a proper way to deal, no? Let us be shining examples naman for people to debate on issues and not just go down to name calling. Having said that, we have passed a lot of work. Having said that, a lot of work was blocked because of personal issues. I know legislative measure that I think pumasa din eventually, pero na-block because galit yung isa sa isa. Had nothing to do with the bill. Stupid, diba? Stupid. So at least, I do want to assure you that I'd say more than a majority, regret that these things happen, are conscious, would like to rise above it. There's probably a few that shouldn't be there. I don't like working with them either, but on the whole, they're fairly decent people that get carried away. Sadly naman, we all get carried away with emotions. On our part lang, it's on national TV, diba? And once, I mean,
Bigla
at least
naging live.
think of your worst case
Taiwan.
scenario where
You're not
you're like in the
Taiwan.
middle of this passionate argument with somebody, you know, and you're on, and all of a sudden, shucks, I'm on TV. I mean, diba? But
Yeah.
sadly, we are eh. So, and it doesn't excuse it, no? I mean, the more we have to carry ourselves, but that's what it is.
Okay, Bob.
Question again,
Yes.
Senator. Senator Cayetano. At the risk of sounding like an eavesdropper, you mentioned earlier that, before I ask that question, one of the things that disheartens a lot of voters these days is that they always say, oh, pare-pareho lang naman sila eh.
Exactly.
I mean,
And I hate hearing that too,
I
because
know,
I am
yeah.
not like a
But
lot.
that's what I was trying to lead into. Obviously, based on your experience and your expertise and your track record, you are obviously making a difference,
Thank
and you have a
you.
lot going for your political career.
I try.
But I couldn't help but overhear earlier that you had
Yeah.
no presidential ambition. You
Oh,
actually
yeah.
said-
Yeah,
wish
no, I
had
said that. I said
yeah,
it. You
yeah.
weren't eavesdropping.
But we hadn't started yet, so I was
Yeah.
wondering if I could mention
No, no, by all means. I did not, and Noemi knows me, I did not have senatorial ambitions.
Okay, yeah.
I did not. Ask
Yeah, the
So
any-
there's still hope.
The kids were
Any-
saying, Pia is now Senator Pia. My kids,
Yeah.
they're so
I had
shocked.
No, in fact, and by all means, people,
Yeah.
you know what my last elected position was before I became a Senate? Grade school student body, a president. And not to say that I didn't work hard throughout my college day. I mean, I was the chair, I was the president. I was the captain ball of my varsity team. I was the grand archon of my sorority. I excelled academically. But I'm just saying, politics, even what do you call this? College politics was not my thing. But this is my message when I go out and speak to the youth, and even in rallies. No, I tell, and women. No, I tell them, you must prepare yourself and do your best in everything you do, because when the opportunity comes, you have to grab it. And when the opportunity presented itself to me to run for the Senate, I was not interested. In fact, I cried. I told Alan, how can you do this to me? Sabi ko, Daddy just died. My son died only over a year ago, and you want me to run for public office? And then he said, well, see what it's like. Talk to people, go out, you know. And I went to my first public engagement. This was in Bulacan, in my grandfather's hometown, in Marilao, Bulacan, in 2003. And I cried in the flag ceremony because I was so emotional about this step I was taking, and I was actually testing the waters. To make a long story short, no, I did not have ambition, but I did feel that I had the credentials. I did feel I had the experience. I had naman the confidence. If I was not a lawyer, if I did not practice law, if I was not involved in the things I was involved in, I wouldn't feel that I would be competent. And I'm the kind of person, if you look at my, like I said naman, people can criticize me for whatever shortcomings I have. But what I speak of is all on record, no? I was prepared naman to do this job, short of political practice myself. Like I wasn't a counselor, I wasn't a congressman, but you know, I had the academic and the professional background. So no, I didn't have the ambition to be a senator. And then sometime last year, they were asking me to consider to running for vice, and I said, "Are you kidding?" I said, "It's hard enough as it is for me to be a senator and to do the things I want to do. I mean, I'm still a person, people. I mean, I love to be with my kids. I love to do triathlons. I like to put my feet up with my friends, and I have to budget my time for all that because I still need to be a productive senator." So I said, no, I'm not interested in being vice. Will I be interested in 2016 for the presidency?